Hello everyone. It is an absolutely beautiful day. Of course, I'm in my dome here. My little world away from the other world. But it's a beautiful day, not a single cloud in the sky. And it just rains, so the green is really vibrant. It's a little crisp, a little cool, but it looks beautiful. And now, so today's lesson is about Judah. And the marker for today is Sunday, April 19th. And there he goes. I keep wanting to say he. It's she. There she goes. April, Sunday, the 19th, 2026. Everything happens for a reason. So Judah was a stray. I did it again. She came up to me, and this is why I keep wanting to say he. She came up to me, she ran up. I walked outside off my front patio, and she ran up, and literally her eyeball was hanging out of her head. Literally. And, she just came up and started, attacking my foot, like she was just playing around. And I guess, I don't know, she'd been to the vet. She had some, iodine on her. But, I'm not really sure where she came from. But I don't know. But vet must have dropped her off or something. She came over and her eye was hanging out of her head, and she was playing with like nothing was wrong, and I went in the house, and she wouldn't stay unless I left the door open. I'm not gonna lie, I coaxed her in a little bit. I couldn't just leave her. And nobody's claimed her. So anyway, I like to help some of these stray cats around here. And there's another, it's an interesting dynamic. So I have 3 strays, and they don't fight with each other. But now I've got a new one coming in, because they've kind of grown up with each other a little bit. Like every one of them, oh, there he is. There's Jack. But they all grew up as babies together, so they don't fight with each other. But what they don't really understand is they were strays too. And so I'm having an issue with them fighting Jack. And now Judah is usually very calm and cool. But I was just over here petting Jack, and Judah's sitting across the way. There he is. There's Jack. Judah was sitting across the way, pouting, and then I kind of stood up for a second, and Judah started chasing after him. And I guess the point I'm getting at is Jack is completely harmless. He's not doing anything to anyone. He is absolutely adorable. I love him, and I'm sure Judah and everyone else. As a matter of fact, I know Amelia is actually in love with him. And yet they still chase him around and stuff, And there's not a need to it. And I understand they're cats, and I can't talk to them and all this stuff. I can, I guess, but like I said, Judah wasn't attacking him until her feelings got hurt, you know what I mean? And that's kind of the point, is there isn't a point. I mean, your feelings are meant to be explored, and they can give you passion and give you fuel to create, right? But if you use it to destroy, and some destruction is necessary, but for the most part, you want to use your feelings, your emotions to create something, to be constructive, you know? And like I said, they're animals. I don't expect them to get it right off the bat. But, you know, they will eventually warm up to each other and everything. Please don't bite me, Jack Jack. Sorry, I'm pretty bad with this camera, huh? Of course, Jack isn't helping me too much. Yeah. It's very important to get a hold of your emotions and your feelings. And you get a lot of power from doing that. You know, whether you believe in God or not, or any of that, doing that in it just by itself will open up the whole world to you. You know, you stop. I mean, you still feel stuff. You still, like, if you get betrayed, you feel it. You know, but you're not a victim. You know, it's like you just barely scrape by or whatever, but you're not a victim to it. It didn't take you down. You didn't let it take you down, right? And that's because you got a hold of your emotions. You might have cried a little bit, but you weren't just crying the whole time, and you were coming up with some kind of solutions. You were making steps. You know, it doesn't really matter what they are. Like, I have some weird steps, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of, like, on paper don't make sense. But being consistent and going towards some kind of goal, because I've spent most of my life just kind of numbing myself, you know, just aimless, no real purpose, and I was numbing that pain. So, I have to take little steps, and like, let me think. Like, so, I want to quit smoking cigarettes. Yeah, I smoke cigarettes, and I want to quit. So, you know, everybody else says, like, cold turkey and all this other stuff, but what I did is I would purposefully leave my cigarettes, kind of like I forgot them, but I would just leave them instead of taking them with me everywhere I went. And I'm still smoking, but I am smoking, and I've had more steps past this point, but I'm smoking a lot less. If I don't have a cigarette, I'm not gonna rip your throat out, right? I've worked through all that. I smoke a whole lot less than I used to. I used to smoke almost 2 packs a day. And now I might smoke half a pack. And sometimes I've gone, you know, I've fasted. Fasting helps too. And you can fast and you can still eat food and not smoke. You know, you can do stuff like that too. If you're also trying to quit, which I do recommend fasting from food in particular, because doing that cleanses your gut. And please don't bite me, Jack Jack. It cleanses your gut, and I mean, you'd be surprised how much better you feel, how you feel less anxious, and you don't want to smoke as much from fasting. It's really a handy tool that anybody, you know, it's in anybody's kitchen, nothing. So, yeah. And then go outside, you know? Go outside, listen to the birds. Oh, looky there. Look at that. And, you know, for those that do believe in God, like Yahweh, you know, ultimately, He just wants you to be happy. That's that's really the end goal of all of this. Is for you to be able to enjoy life. Really enjoy life and not feel guilty or bad about how you treat it. None of that stuff, you know? Like, you don't have to question whether you're doing the right thing and put yourself in a bad mood or anything. You just know that life is good, right? And so put yourself in that state of mind. If you want to get there quicker, tell yourself that today's a good day. Even if something bad happens, it's just another step in the journey, you know. And if it's a productive day, it's a good day. And if productive means that you've learned something new that you didn't want to learn because it's really hard and painful, and that's what productive is. But it's still productive. You still got something done, and it sure beats going through that and not getting anything done, right? So you always have a good day. You know, have a good day. All right, thank you, pal. You know, you should go out of your way to have a good day, right? To have a meaningful day. Like, man, I'm sitting here talking to my phone. Like, look at this janky ass shit. I'm sitting here talking to my phone because I basically have nothing to do. Life's been a journey, you know. But I've had a lot of time to think. And so yeah, it felt like for a long time, like my best friend just passed away last month. So it's been hard for me. I've been feeling like I haven't been doing anything with myself, you know? And it's not true. I'm battling the devil, you know? That's some pretty hardcore stuff, you know what I mean? And I you know, I'm working on myself. Yeah, that's important too, you know? My body, my mind, that's all important. And the thing is, I'm not hiding from what makes me able to enjoy and live my life and know that I'm living my life correctly is I'm able to go through these things, like work through this kind of stuff, you know? I'm not hiding it. I'm not numbing myself anymore. I'm facing it, you know? I am doing so. That's, you know, just because I'm not like at my future right now, that's because this is right now. It's the present moment. I'm getting out of the old, right? So it's not going to look brand new because I'm still getting out. And so it's been hard, but I'm figuring it out. And that it's, you know, I can either have terrible days where I'm just sitting here crying about what's been going on, or I can think about what's been going on at certain times and, you know, try to make something good out of it. Try to make sense of whatever I need to make sense of and throw away whatever I don't need. And, you know, working through all that, that's important too. You know, meditating and working out and just taking care of myself. It's important. And I'm having fun, you know. I'm learning a lot of interesting things that I did not know about myself. Yeah, I mean, I talk to the dead, so that's cool. Yeah, I mean, life is, you'd be surprised what's right there at your disposal. And for me, I literally have had everything taken from me, so I've had to find new and interesting ways to have fun, right? So, and it happens to be something that is very important too, you know, and a lot of people might find useful. So, life is good. It is. And it is working out. I mean, there's not, I don't have an option for it not to work out, right? It's gonna work out because I'm gonna make it happen, Captain. And, you know, I'm just a 5'4" white guy trying to make it. Please don't stab me in my balls, Papa. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope this encouraged you in some kind of way. I hope this maybe even encouraged you to rest and just take a moment and kick your feet back and take a day and watch Netflix all day or whatever you do. Because I love you and you are important to me, and I need you to be fully rejuvenated and having fun and enjoying life. Because it's hard for me to enjoy life knowing that you're not. So please try your best to smile and to make someone else smile. I love you.